This is the Nether in Minecraft. It's been around for about 10 years, but it's remained relatively unchanged for 8 of those years. It's a barren landscape with not a lot to do except gather materials and kill a few mobs. At Minecon Live 2019, Mojang announced that the next big update would bring sweeping changes to the Nether to make it actually livable. Now, this got me thinking, what would I add to the Nether? What would I like to change? We've already been told there will be new biomes and piglins, but other than these little bits of images, we're not sure what to expect. So I've put together some ideas that might be cool for the Nether update. So the first thing that I would love to see changed in the Nether update is something that has probably happened to you if you've ever been to the Nether. So you build your portal and you hop in. You're on your way to get some resources. You hop down, you start flying around, you spend a little time gathering yourself some quartz or whatever you came in here for. You fly around for a good amount of time, and then... where did I leave my portal? I forgot to take the coordinates. As you're looking for a way out, I would love it if you could come across these broken obsidian portals within the Nether. Now, obviously, this doesn't give you an easy way out because, well, you still have to complete it, but you could take the obsidian from this and complete another one elsewhere. So, for example, if I've collected some obsidian from another broken portal, I have a way out without having to go in my original Nether portal. And then I can activate it like any other portal. Wow, I accidentally made that blue. You'll also notice that I've got a resource pack on to make the fire and all of these unique blocks here. These blocks have been replicated from the video that we saw at Minecon Live to try and give it more of an authentic feel. Basically, if you find yourself lost in the Nether or you can't find your original portal, I really hope that they add in some way to get back to the overworld. Maybe it's in the form of broken portals, maybe it's in the form of something else, but you would expect that you still wouldn't be able to use water here, so there's got to be another way to do it. The next thing that I would love to see in the Nether update is a brand new kind of village. Now, in this update, we are going to expect that all pigmen are going to be changed to piglins. I think it's piglins, piglins, and they look a bit like this. This is just a replication. I actually think these guys look pretty interesting. I kind of like the old zombie pigmen, but I don't know, these guys look pretty cool as well. But what I'm really hoping is that these pigmen, or piglins as they are now known, I hope they have somewhere to live. So I've created a little mock village. It doesn't have to look anything like this, but this is just an example. So I've constructed them little huts out of red nether brick and various things that you find in the Nether. Kind of like what your first dirt house might look like. And then they've even got like nether wart farms here, little chimneys, and they've got the blue fires keeping them out. And my favorite part is that they're cooking a human under a campfire. And I'm hoping that these piglins will basically be the villagers of the Nether, and that you can trade with them and they have their own little system. But I don't really expect it to be nearly as nice as the villagers back in the overworld. I still expect that you wouldn't want to mess with these guys. You don't want to mess with them. The next thing that I would love to see added in the Nether update. In the overworld, you can use sponge on water to get rid of it in vast quantities. And I would love to see a sponge for lava added in the Nether update. So what I've got here is brimstone, or I've called it brimstone. It doesn't really matter what it's called. The point is, this is a lava sponge. And if I place it in lava, it, well, basically does the same thing that sponge does in water. It soaks up all the lava. And now, it doesn't work. It's the same thing. It's now a consumed brimstone or whatever it is. Basically, I'd love to see a sponge block for lava so you can clear out vast quantities. But how do you get your hands on brimstone? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that leads us to our next thing that I would love to see in the update. And I believe I left it somewhere over here. So this looks a bit out of place as we're flying around, and it's kind of meant to. So to get there, you've either got to go across the dangerous lava lake on a short journey on a cobblestone bridge, and you risk the ghasts coming after you, or you can fly over with your elytra if you've got that far. But when you land here, if you can land better than me, what you find is, well, lava. Because what this is a lava temple. I've created the lava equivalent of the ocean temple. And under the lava, it looks like this. As you can see, it very much resembles an ocean temple. But the main thing is that all of this, apart from the very top, is submerged under lava, making it almost impossible to get in here. Now, why am I saying this, and why have I designed a temple which you can't even get into? Well, it's kind of part of the challenge. So this one's empty, so I can show you what's on the inside. And it's not a lot, to be honest with you, because the challenge actually comes from navigating through the lava down into the bottom of this temple. So what we have here is very similar to the ocean monument, where you actually can get your hands on some brimstone or lava sponge. I honestly don't mind what it's called, and you can acquire it in exactly the same way. But this looks really easy, doesn't it? Well, if you don't have any sponge, no, this is actually very, very difficult. So let's go back to the lava version, and I'll show you why. So, to be able to tackle this in survival, you'll need to craft yourself up a potion of fire resistance. And then you drink it, and you'll become immune to the lava. You can then hop in. This is when the timer begins. Now, I can't see anything. I can barely see in front of me. I can see that there's some nether bricks here, and there's a gap at the top. But if I start then trying to head down and figure out where this temple goes, it's a bit of a maze. Now, I must admit, I hope with this update, they improve the visibility of being under lava, similar to how it is underwater, but maybe a little better than this, just because you can't see anything. Or, what they can do is just break through and sink into the bottom to try and get your hands on the sponge. Now, I genuinely don't know where it is. But the chances are, unless you've got lots of fire resistance potions, this will run out before you can find and escape out of the temple. Even if you're very quick and you beat your way out, it can still be a difficult challenge to come across. So that's one of the things that I would really love to see in the Nether update. Now, I've done a very rough plan of this. I haven't really thought everything through because it's just a concept. It's just an idea. I've got a basic idea for a lava temple. I've given a reward, which is the brimstone or the lava sponge, which I feel, if you're going to be living in the Nether, will come in use very, very often. Imagine you accidentally land in a pool of lava, you don't have an ender pearl, you gotta get out really quick. This would be absolutely amazing to use. However, there is one more feature I would love to see in the Nether update, and it's my absolute favourite. I have saved it to last, and that is a geyser. So my friend McMackeystein has kindly made me a data pack to show off this concept for you guys, which, you know, I'm actually eternally grateful for. Thank you very much. So basically what I would love to add is a new block that is inside of Netherrack, and it looks a little bit like this. It looks like weird pimples. So what I would hope that it would do is when you stand on it, if you're not paying attention, it changes and it expels you upwards. So, the reason for this, as I did say, I wanted to explain why I wanted all of these features in-game. Because we can't have water in the Nether, as we explained earlier, it evaporates. And I don't really expect this to change with the upcoming Nether update. It's kind of a feature of the Nether that you can't have water. But in the overworld, we have bubble elevators. We're able to move creatures up. What we don't have is any kind of jump pad, like this. Now, obviously, this isn't ideal, because you actually take damage. If I'm in survival, as I go up, I'm going to take both a little bit of damage. Oh my goodness! Oh! Okay, let's try this again. I think they stack. I think these things, actually, if you stand in the middle of them, they boost you higher. Yeah, so as you can see, unless you've got feather falling, you're going to take some damage on these things, which gives it a bit of a trade-off, really. Yes, you get a jump pad, but you also take quite a significant amount of damage. But what this would allow us to do, apart from dying constantly, is to be able to have a way to push up the player without having to fly, or if you're trying to farm mobs, you have a way to push them through a mob system. Honestly, this thing could be used for so many different things, and it really fits within the Nether. Having these little geysers, they don't exactly stand out. You could easily walk over this without realizing and end up being pushed up. And I don't expect this to necessarily work with things like the piglings. But this is absolutely my favorite feature that I would love to see in the Nether update. So, that is... Whoa, there's a lot of piglings here. Piglings or piglins? I think piglings sounds better. So that is all of the features that I would love to see in the new Minecraft Nether update. And that includes having broken portals. And each one of these is really to give more features and make the Nether a bit more unique. So having the broken portals will fix the issue of constantly losing your portal and not being able to get home. The Piglin Village will give us more content within the Nether and give us the ability to interact with these guys in some way. And I don't really have an idea for how much content could be in here, but we know how useful the villagers are, so I'm pretty sure they can come up with some decent ways to make these guys have their own unique village. The Brimstone block, or lava sponge, to help with the management of the never-ending lava situation going on in the Nether. But getting those lava sponges isn't easy, because I'd also like to see some form of Nether temple. Now, this is very different to the Nether fortress, and it makes it extremely difficult to get your hand on the brimstone or the lava sponge. And then finally, I'd love to see geysers, a unique block inside the netherrack that acts as a bit of a jump pad. I expect we'll see lots of things with this Nether update, but I really wanted to include some features that I don't really think will actually be included, because I reckon that there will be like iron ore within the netherrack. I think there will be lots of new biomes like this, and the Nether will just completely be transformed. But I would love to see these features added, because I think they are a little bit different, and I think that they would be really cool in the next update. Although, who knows whether anything like this will be added at all. If you like my ideas, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any of your own ideas, please do let me know in the comments. And I'm pretty sure Mojang are listening to lots of suggestions when it comes to the Nether update. So who knows? They may be listening right now, and they may even be reading your comment. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am thoroughly looking forward to what the talented Mojang team are going to deliver on this update. And I will be very, very happy no matter what we get. Goodbye.